Okie dokie, this is my first welcome video for the spring 2023 classes that I have at Los Rios. This will be from my nutrition classes, my sports nutrition class, my face-to-face nutrition class, and my nutrition classes that are online as well. So this is the Sac City website. I don't know if you can see my head very well on this or not. I was just playing around with my icon here. So we are using Canvas. It doesn't matter if we're face-to-face, online, whatever. I wish this would stop moving, this screen. So the way you get to Canvas is via this student link, Canvas. It gets you to a login screen. I've already logged in. And then all the courses that your instructors have hosted in Canvas are listed. Here they are. Here are my courses for the spring semester. I'm teaching face-to-face. Right now I'm doing this on the 9th. My enrollment is not good. I'll be teaching more online classes, sadly, because we need to add some more online so I actually teach and earn my paycheck. But I've got face-to-face, online, and sports. These three shells pretty much work the same way. It doesn't really matter. If I were to pick 1 to 3 of these and say something, it would almost apply equally to all three of them. I will have separate orientation videos for the sports class. I will have separate orientation videos for the online class. I will cover orientation in class in my face-to-face in-person classes. I'm going to select my online class. Again, it could be one of these three shells. So I use Canvas for everything. I use it for your quizzing, your grading. I host material for my online classes, sports or nutrition or sports nutrition. I have video lectures, which are actually now all located in YouTube, and any student, face-to-face, online, sports, not whatever, can find them. They're actually public. To be able to embed a video in Canvas, it really has to be public. I used to have them private, maybe because I was worried about what I was covering. I'm now in my mid-50s. I don't care if I'm making mistakes in my lectures. I'll fix it eventually. You'll email me that I made a mistake, or I said something wrong, or I skipped a word, or I flipped HDL and LDL and called one good and one bad, and they're completely opposite. Whatever. So they're all available publicly under, I think, Paula Grudo Nutrition and Paula Grudo Sports Nutrition. I don't remember. So I use Canvas for everything. For all my classes, it's quizzes, it's discussion boards. I'm going to go to my assignments for my online class, but there's also assignments for my my sports online and in my face-to-face look. There's orientation tasks that all my students will have to do. There's discussion boards. There's quizzes. My face-to-face students do exams. My online students do quizzes, both my sports and my Nutrition 300 students. And if you actually select assignments, they're all there. If you go into modules for all three of my excuse me, for all three of my classes, you will see there's a host of modules. Many of these are closed. You can't see them. There's a spring break module. Strange. And then I have all my content here, links to everything. So what I like to do is have a home page. If that home page is not what you like to do, and you're trying to use the app, which you shouldn't because it sucks, and I'll be blunt, it's not a good app. Do not try to take a class using the Canvas app. Canvas itself has a ton of problems that you don't know that faculty do know. There's many grading things we can't do. We're limited in terms of our imagery, what we can do, and the app is even worse. But I always have a home page. There will always be a home page. In the beginning, there'll be a welcome page. Then there'll be a week 1, module 1 page. Then a week 2, module 2 page. And that's how I transition through the course for the 16 weeks. Yeah. Okay. So if you actually go into modules, for example, here they all are. I'm gonna pick, I don't know, dietary fats. This could be the same module for my sports nutrition class. I have pages, which are what are we doing. I have learning materials. I have assignments, and I even have an extra one, additional materials. For my nutrition classes, I have Professor What Should I Eat. But notice all my lectures that I use to build video lectures or I actually show in class are posted in Canvas. Now this is a Microsoft Office PowerPoint lecture. Professor, I don't have Microsoft Office. It doesn't matter. You don't need to. I don't really use it. I have a gaming computer. I'm doing this on a gaming computer. It doesn't have Microsoft Office. The way I view my own lectures is I go to our home page. I log into Los Rios, Gmail, Google Apps. Let's do it. And I see something called Google Drive. Every student of Los Rios has Google Drive. If you don't use Google, if you're not a Gmail person, you're a Yahoo or a Hotmail or AOL, whatever, that's fine. But you're going to have a Google Drive for a student in the Los Rios system. When you select Google Drive, you can actually drop in my lectures. Look, here's my childhood obesity lecture, which was in PowerPoint and is now available in Google. And notice there's notes. I have notes for every single slide that I present either online or in the classroom. So if you ever want to look some stuff up for more detail for quizzes, for exams, all that information is available and you can just download them into your Google Drive. I want you to use your Google Drive. I know you're thinking, Professor, you should upload PDFs for students. No, PDFs have all sorts of issues for ADA compliance, and I just can't live my life trying to fix PDFs nonstop. So we're going to use Canvas for doing assignments, for hosting material, for hosting videos, for hosting lectures. Due dates. So there will be due dates for every assignment. They're more fluid in my face-to-face. They're more hard set in my in-person classes. And it's really important for students to know their due dates. They do come up when you go to assignments. You can look at what's due and what's coming up. Okay. The other thing that's really important for my class is when there is a video. So here's a welcome video. I do my own captioning. I try to make my class, I don't try to, I have to make my classes ADA compliant. So everything that I can show, videos or material, have to have captioning and it has to be ADA compliant. I'm going to start this video, but I'll just put the volume down, and there's my closed captioning right there on the bottom. I always start with okie dokie. I don't know why. It's a weird thing that I do. I know students want me to add more content all the time, but I'm limited by this federal law, and I want to make sure that students who need captioning have it. I am pro compliance. I think it's really important for students, even if you don't have a designated need for our Disability Resource Office. You want to have things captioned. You sometimes just want to read while I'm speaking. I am still a Bostonian. I still have a issue with R's and words. I've been here 23 years in California, and I'm still not a Californian. I still have a New England accent, and I talk fast. And so just understand, I'm limited by, I can't just throw videos up that are interesting or material unless I can make sure that it's captioned and it's ADA compliant. And that's important for me. I want to make sure that you have that option. I need to stop this video. It's going on in the background. Calendar. Every class has an academic calendar. Again, I will cover this more for my individual classes, but if we go into, and all my classes have a syllabus module. It looks almost identical for sports, face-to-face, and online. And if we go down to academic calendar and class schedule, here it is. Here's the calendar for this semester. Hopefully you're watching this video on the 11th or the 12th or the 13th. Classes start on the 14th. I want stuff open on the 11th. I want you to do your orientation tasks, and there are some goals for all my students to do some orientation on Canvas. Those are due, those are assigned. I want you to have opportunity to do those early. Classes actually start on the 14th. Typically for me though, I start classes like every Monday and I get into new material. And here's my breakdown of my class based on time and what will be covered. For the sports class, I just teach the first 8 weeks. So at 8th week, I end, and then Professor Sullivan takes over to do the kinesiology half. I got the dates in here. For the online classes, the dates are very hard. For the face-to-face classes, obviously things fluctuate. A couple interesting things about the academic calendar. Spring break. Correct me if I'm wrong, students. This is an early spring break for us. Normally our spring break's a little later in the semester, so they've actually thrown a break in. Yeah. I mean, close to the halfway of the semester, which is very interesting. And then there's some holidays built in there. The last day of class is the 11th. Final start on the 12th. The last day of the semester is the 18th. I think convocation might be on the 17th. I think that's a Wednesday. Let's see. I'm trying to hit everything that I can. So the final thing I would say for this kind of welcoming video to my classes is, and you know what? I'll scroll out so it's not so specific. Is contact me, right? There's means to contact me, which you'll see all over my Canvas shells, especially the first day of class. If you have any questions in my face-to-face classes, after class, come on up, see me, talk to me. I will have office hours every day on campus from 10:30 to about 11:59. I'm going to bolt every day, every Monday and Wednesday. I'm going to bolt every Monday and Wednesday at 12 to go swim. And then I also have office hours online via Zoom, so you have a chance to get in touch with me early. Please do. When it comes to texts, there's an actual book for the sports class, but for my nutrition classes, it's an OEI, an open education resource. It's a free online book, and for both sets of classes, sports and nutrition, we're using MyFitnessPal, which is free. So only the sports students have an actual book to worry about. But my Nutrition 300 students do not. All right, this is your general overview. Welcome to the spring 2023 semester. When you get into individual classes, there'll be individual videos, and we'll go from there. Welcome.